"24 hours of programming. Here's some bullshit that happened somewhere today. We've got some footage here of the bullshit, which began just after 3 o'clock this afternoon, when residents in this neighborhood were shocked to see this fairly common thing happening. An attractive witness described the event in breathless terms.
I went to my window and I was like, whoa, there's some bullshit happening.
That happened right over there. I'm an older man, so you can trust what I say.
Authorities in special uniforms rushed to the scene to stand around while our cameras filmed them. Our reporter Keith Collins joins us now live from the scene of the bullshit through the use of expensive technology. Good to be with you again, Keith. We have a colorful graphic here that shows instances of bullshit like this are on the rise. Is that right?
Yes, although why is unclear. Some say it's because of one fucking reason. Others say it's because of some other fucking reason. I talked to this random expert on the subject who told me this thing you're about to hear him say right after he points at a piece of paper.
Fill 24 hours of programming. Here's some.
Case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there's going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
Captain's log. Using the light speed breakaway factor, the Enterprise has moved back through time. Our mission? Historical research.
Captain, I'm getting something.
Put it on audio.
All right, my bad. I killed you at the intro. I'm sorry. That was like a freaking movie. I wanted to get the live going. BS, if you're still in here, please stand by. We'd like to talk to you. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. Yeah, well, let us get through our little thing. But I am glad that you're in here because I can't really say it in AB's chat. So just give me a second. Let me get the light. So yeah, guys. Tonight I got the divorce papers straight from the court on old Benjamin Keys. And we're going to be doing We're going to be doing Zav's apology shenanigans. Gonna break it down. All right. See, I was setting up, y'all. She made one, yeah, but it's out of control, ridiculous. And she did the merch thing. I'm going to explain to them how that goes. All right. So real quick, I got somebody in here, BS. B-E-S. How you say it? B's.
Yes, like bullshit. BS.
BS. However, whatever the purpose is, however you say it, real fast. I frequent AB's channel a lot. I enjoy AB. He makes me laugh. Comical. I like what he does. People. Some people like him. Some people don't. Hey, look, whoever you subscribe to. But B is a mod in there. Look. This is going to be between me and her real fast, guys. But I like to clear the air on the streets. I found you one night doing a deep dive on, how do I say it? I'll say a mutual person that we know, not AB. Somebody way smaller. I don't want to say the name because I'm working on something, massive shenanigans. But that's how I come across and found you. You have your opinion of me, that's fine. But when I found you is when I found your opinion of me. So I was just trolling you. I just wanted you to, maybe I was throwing my weight around a little bit, but I was just trolling you. Obviously, I never made a video or anything like that, but I don't have any problem with you. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. But I've been doing this a long time. I'll keep it real. I know how to push buttons too. So that's all that is. Don't get all, And look, I could have said this a long time ago, but I don't bring drama into other creators' chats. It's already kind of difficult being a creator and jumping in another creator's chat because you open yourself up to everyone else's opinions. And sometimes I just genuinely want to be there to enjoy the show, so that's that. That's all it is. JW, what's going on, Sally? What's happening? Selena's in the house. What's up, Checks? What's up, Mark? Boomer baby, Wifey is in here. You are good. No need to name names. Yeah, no names. Well, I don't mind. I'll bring up AB here and there. Nothing bad. AB's been doing great work on What's Up, Mama Tried. He does great work on Doug. AB has brought a lot of volts out on Doug. And look, AB's he's brought the pain on Benny. I gotta say though, White Boy gets the torch with Benny. If there's one tragedy pimp that anybody owns, and everybody was afraid of this guy. So tonight I want to remind everybody, this channel here, man, White Boy Lockdown Radio, we talk about a lot of stuff. I might give you a prison story, which will be coming next week. I might give you a personal story, like I did a couple days ago.
And you might wear coconut boobs.
I might put coconut boobs on and a blonde wig and do a parody. It's all crime, people. It's all crime. But never get it twisted. I stick up for big advocate over here for cyberbullying. Okay, I open myself up to get doxxed, people messing with my people for sticking up for a random stranger on the internet. Okay, I bring that up because this guy who we're going to review tonight, Benjamin, he's got some nerve. He's got some nerve. I try to every now and then give him a little bit of a motivation thing, but it's really not worth it.
I'm going to put this in case.
Okay, it's just really not worth it. And this guy has really messed with a lot of people, a lot of women, but many families in this community he's messed with, bullied them, thrown their weight around, just like I said with the person who's in the chat. But you see how easy it was for me to clear the air with somebody? There's a difference between just, talking a little crap to somebody or really bullying them on the internet and just doing horrendous things. And this is what this guy's done. I need to remind people. I could have gave him a little easy peasy motivation speech with the drugs because that came from the heart, yes. But never forget, okay, this asshole. And I want to tell a quick personal story with White Boy on this one. Look, first time I'm getting bullied. Okay? First time I'm getting bullied.
I was his first bully.
There was this dude, and I was in school, man, and he was older than me. And I don't know why. I was young, and I don't know why I feared the guy. I feared him. And he was just older than me. And he was always messing with me, man. And remember, I had gym class, and we used to do dodgeball. And I smoked him in dodgeball. One time I hit him right in the back of the head. He got mad. This guy was bullying me. And he was always messing with me. And it was affecting me, man. It was affecting my mental health. Really. And one of my friends, man, he said, hey, man, you don't have to whoop his ass. You don't have to either whoop his ass or try doing it. If you do it, he ain't going to mess with you no more. And I remember at the time I was a little kid. At the time, I ain't never been in a fight before. I was scared. I'm already scared because he's older. Like the classes in school and stuff. Like the older guy. So I told myself, hey, man, next time this guy messes with me, I'm just punching him right in the shit. Okay, just off the top, right in the shit. And sure enough, man, this guy coming by and messing with me. I'll never forget, I was walking to class. He come up behind me. And he always did this thing with my shoulder. and he touched my shoulder. And I already knew when he touched the right side of my shoulder, he was going to run to the left. So, man, I turned around and whopped his ass right in the left. And I caught him right in the bottom of the jaw and knocked him down. Like, it couldn't have been timed. I probably couldn't do it again as a grown man now for a winning lottery ticket. I just turned around and threw a haymaker. And he was like side shifting this way. And as he side shifted with the off course of his weight, I caught him right in the jaw. Blah! Buckled his ass. And man, I got insta rage. And I stood over him and I was talking mad shit. Got suspended and all for it. Never mess with me again. Never. But that was a blessing and a little piece of evil in my life at the same time, because now white boy can kick some ass. It like unleashed a beast.
Oh dear God.
And but it taught me something. Hey, this bullying shit, you can put a stop to it. Now, as I'm working out before this live, I thought about it. That's normally every man's story with bullying, okay? But if I'm not a man, if I'm a woman, and I can't catch the guy in his jaw because this is real life, but if I'm a woman and I'm on the internet, how do I win? It's very hard. It's very hard. And I want people to remember that tonight as we review these papers. And another thing is, there's been a couple families in this community this guy has harassed. Shout out to Cash Gurnan. Shout out to my buddies, Don and Candace. This guy and his narrative, man, disgusting. So real fast before we break this one open, I want to show a very fast clip of the serial killer that just got caught. It's not a long video. It's just a clip about something in the case. Because this guy has ran every narrative with the Summer Wells thing. Now, for the people who actually understand the law, for the people who actually watch true crime, for the people who can look at the case and understand that 4 different agencies have looked at the parents and surrounding neighbors and everything else. 4 different agencies. So it's not like we can say, well, one's not doing their job. 4 different ones. For the people who can understand that, these parents, if they're on alcohol, drugs, the tough times they've had on 9,000 panels, that if they had this mastermind plot to do something to their daughter, you think that maybe they'd slip one time. For the critical thinkers is what I'm getting at. This is not really for you, but for the people who indulge and believe in and are just gullible morons. This is more or less your cup of tea, okay? I just want to share it really fast. And yes, morons. Sorry, not sorry. And then we'll get the paperwork. But this is important. Mm-hmm.
Mistake our not speaking with the media with the fact that we're not doing anything. One of the biggest assets that any investigation could have is we have investigative secrecy, and that means that the targets don't know what we're doing and don't know how close we're getting.
I've got to ask you,
All right. So this is the Rex Huerman thing, the serial killer guy, and not only on this video, but many other videos. If you're following this guy, this case, you will start to understand that before he's caught on the run, a serial killer, he was watching all social media, FBI accounts. He was looking at the media and social media to see where they were at in the case, what they were doing, how to get in front of them. Before I moved to Benny's paperwork, I honestly, you're not a moron if you think that Don and Candace are guilty. You're not a moron, okay? You're just somebody who thinks different than me. I apologize for that. I would like to just apply this to someone else's cases for a second. If you know, unfortunately, it hurts me to say that Summer's best case right now is that somebody snagged her up and she's somewhere. This is her best case right now. Okay, meaning she's alive, meaning she's somewhere. My emphasis, hope. If you don't think, I just said this the other night with the Zap Girl thing. I think I was talking about necrophilia. If you don't think somebody did something weird with the pictures, if you don't think for 1 second that in her best case, that is a reality. If that is a reality, that someone does have her and they have her somewhere, you don't think they're checking shit out? What's sad is they gotta be laughing. They gotta be laughing at people like Benny Keys. They gotta be giving him an air high five, an air dap. They gotta be rejoiceful when they see the lab. They gotta love people like No Thanks Investigates. I mean, it's not. This guy is looking to see where the feds are. What's his next move? If you apply it to Summer's case, and if this is a reality, they're like, man, this is easy pickings. Like, look at this shit. They're just doing the job for me. Just keep it real. Just keep it real. That's why I am rejoiceful that Doug is off the platform, to be honest with you. What's up, Chuck? What's happening, Chuck? So what I'm about to show next is some documents from Benny Keys' divorce papers. I did edit the forms out. Now, these are forms and stipulations of the divorce, every process within it, meaning legalities of lawyer versus lawyer, what motions were filed, and what counsel did this and that. We're going to get into it. I do appreciate the person that sent it to me. This channel here, and do not get it twisted, a whole lot of other channels got to respect their moderators. Shout out to my mods. This was not a moderator that sent it to me. But, you know, some people do good work. And I'm not going to put the person's name out that gave it to me, of course. I never do that. If you ever send me something, I would never do that. Just know that. But I appreciate the people who do send me stuff. I've been fortunate to get, leads on things. Yeah, we have some amazing people, man, and I appreciate it. But I do want to go back to emphasis bullying and stuff like that.
Sluggish sleuth, though. Oh, God, she's in here.
Sluggish sleuth is awesome.
Sluggy.
Sluggish is awesome. It was Sluggish that was able to give me a jump on the Adventures with Purpose case with all that. Another great person. Shout out Sluggy.
I guess not.
I would like to spread the word for Carl Russell missing out of Hoover, Alabama. Reported at 911 a toddler walking on highway. That doesn't even make sense. Called fam with same info, last known contact. Okay, it could make sense. I guess a toddler could be under 5. It could make sense. Hey, if you need help with that case, Mash, just if you want some exposure or something, get a hold of us. I honestly have not heard that name yet, but we'd be willing to help you.
I'm gonna drop the link to my group that I have on Facebook in the chat, so if they want to share in there too.
Yeah, we have a couple of Facebook groups too. Yeah, share the link. I watch a lot of different kind of stuff. So do I, Boomer. Crime Sleuthin says, don't forget people. Laura Perplexed QT supports what Zav Girl did. I didn't know that of Laura. Laura's smart. I think she's actually smart. She's probably just trying to take the educated. I haven't watched it. I don't know. People always want me to go against Laura. It's just somebody I don't cover.
I'm just sitting here. Like,
I'm okay with her. BK order, patiently waiting. Spill it, please. We're gonna get there, loved ones. We're gonna get there. I gotta see who's in the chat first.
That was funny. I liked the way they said it.
Gotcha, case mash. They just drove by, let him walk. Oh my god. Yeah, that is Yeah, I mean, imagine just driving past a toddler. That's crazy.
What?
It's crazy. Yeah.
The child was walking. They just let really.
I would have knocked BK cock in the dirt more than one time and clock him right between the eyes. Well, he would have called the police and get you arrested. What? Listen, I really wanted to go do that in Texas, but just like the person that emailed me this, there's a lot of people who really dislike BK. I actually try not to cover him, but he's pissed so many people off. I mean, we got spies everywhere. Back to BS if you're still in here. There's a person that we mutually know, and they're in his Discord. They sure are. I've had so many people come over here try to be friendly, try to suck up, even hit the members.
Gosh dang.
With desperate hope that I give them a wrench.
Well,
there was that one lady, Liz. What a weirdo that one was. Whoever the lady is that's banging 423, that one. She tried to infiltrate. So many people. It is weird. It is sickly weird with the gang. It's comical to me. But a lot of these people have done tremendous damage to the Wells case, and this is why I want to emphasize the bullying part. I mean, if you think about it, you have a guy who, and a lot of the coverage with Benny is solely focused to the gang supporters, because you have these people like rooting on, yeah, that's right, stick up for the family. This is great that you're helping little Summer's parents. And the flick of a switch, they're right there to the same person to say, that's right, he deserves to be in prison. It's like, what type of morals do you have? Like, what type of fake social media, it's really what I hate about the internet is the fakeness. Like, it is crazy to me. I don't know, like, why is it so hard for people to be real? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll never understand it. It's just not Matt. It will never be Matt. But anyway, with further ado, let's hello, Miss Dolly. The real Dolly on YouTube is in the house. The real Dolly. I'm okay, Chuck. I'm okay. Got the car out the shop. I'm all right. I appreciate you. I was gonna do Doug tonight. I got a couple things to show Doug later if we have some chance. Me too, bees. Me too. And speaking of that, don't know if I told you guys or not, but White Boy Radio officially on the Instagrams. 100%, is friends. Wait for it. We follow each other, do we? We sure do. Now, she doesn't let everybody follow her now. She don't let everybody follow her now. But guess who's got two thumbs and friends with the ex-wife that walked in and got him getting sucked off by this guy. Now, I have to tell you that the documents that we're reviewing, they were shared in DM, of course. That's my buddy. That's my buddy. That's my buddy. Moving along. Let's have a peek at these documents, shall we? Actually, I think I'll have to kill this first. Yeah, because I did YouTube. Let's kill this. Bam. Let's get this out of here. Oh, actually, if you're interested in this video, here, let me share the link. I don't know too much about this case, but the serial killer thing is interesting. Anyway, let's talk about interesting. Let's have a peek at these court documents. Now, before I share these things, or as I'm sharing these things, what I should say is this. Benjamin, I know that you're going to watch this. Here's the thing. You are always trying to do some type of conniving thing, and that you actually had the balls to tell your subscribers that when I was arrested, it took 8 hours, and you thought with your genius legal analogy that you thought that within the 8 hours that I had went and snitched because, oh my God, why would it take 8 hours? And you even claim this after saying that you saw the body cam, that the body cam footage, which I posted, my own arrest footage, I posted the body cam, but you claim that you had the whole 8 hours. And you were trying to put me to be a snitch because you know deep down in your heart that you know that I snitched. Well, we haven't had any updates on that, Benny. We haven't had any updates on that. It's because it doesn't exist. But the narrative that you tried to run with is because it took 8 hours, I had snitched. Well, that's comical coming from a self-proclaimed snitch on the internet. Like you snitched on somebody before. And I gotta keep it real with everybody. I'm like older in life now. I'm not like ancient, but I'm not like, brand new either. I've always kept it street code. Okay? Kept it street code. Man, shit. If I can go back in time, what the hell did I keep it real for with that? I should have fucking snitched. I mean, I can't get them years back. He did it. But I didn't. $9.99 somebody sent. Who is it? Debbie, what's up? Thank you, Debbie. You're very generous. You're always donating. I appreciate that, Debs. Thank you very much. So here's the deal. Like I said, somebody sent these to me. Unfortunately, how they sent them to me and the format that they sent them to me, one's going to be sideways like this. One's going to be upside down. I can't really fix that. Well, I could, but I don't have time to. Doesn't matter. I'm producing the receipts, but I'll read it. Okay, I'll read it. Members, you already know. You get them in member section as soon as this ends. So let's have a read. Thank you, Debbie. Seriously, I really appreciate that. So this is the first one that's sideways. So as you can see, I'm reading. General docket entry at 6/27/2023. Case called. Parties appeared with counsel. Motion for continuance denied. Case to be called at 1:30. On the 27th of 2023, Judge docket's entry. Motion to enter TO granted. General docket entry. Case called for trial. Parties appeared with counsel, WSEP. Divorce granted on grounds of cruelty and insupportability. Mother named SMC with all exclusive rights. Father named PC. Lol. Lol. Residence restricted to Collin and contiguous counties unless further moves from the counties. If moves, residence restriction lifted on mother, father ordered to pay guideline child support based on minimum wage. Father ordered to reimburse mother for the health insurance premium. All uninsured to be split 50-50. CS and reimbursement to begin July 1st, 2023. Father ordered to get 17 panel hair test by June 28th at noon and turned over to the mother. Father ordered to have a 12 panel urine test every 30 days and another 17 panel hair test ordered by the 5 p.m. on October 1st, 2023. Father ordered psychological evaluation. No possession and access until evaluation and negative test received. No electronic access. Once evaluation and negative test received, supervised possession and access every first, third, fifth weekend, only through a third-party app. Attorney fees ordered in the amount of $5,000. Permanent injunctions to the respondent put on record. Intervention dismissed without prejudice. On 6/27, a temporary order was filed on 8/11/2023. Oh, okay. That means dismissal for want of prosecution. Weird. 8/11/2023. Dismissal for want of prosecution. Okay. Balance due. Credit cards. Blah, blah, blah. $80. $30 fee. $40 fee. Blah, blah, blah. So that would be page 1. How do we feel about the 17? So here's the deal. Ooh, 17 panels. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's like every drug. Every 30 days. That was a lot of divorce talk. I don't know who's been divorced in the chat. Pretty much you got to pay the insurance. You got to take drug tests. You have to pass the drug test before you can do this and that. I think we get it. Comments, thoughts, feelings, opinions? In real life, RV trip live streaming. What? What is this? What does this mean? Okay, let's continue. What does this live stream mean? Okay. Unfortunately, we have it upside down, people. It is what it is. I appreciate the information. Hey, look, just because they sent it upside down doesn't mean anything. I was going to say that he is a troll. Chucky, let me do something right quick. Where you at, Chunks? Where's the Chuckmaster Flex at? Here he is. Bam. Put it in your life, Chuck. That's right. Bam. Meant for drug testing. That one is gone. Okay. Yeah, my brother-in-law had to do that. Shaved his head all the way and nice and smooth. The lady said, that's fine. And asked for a chest hair. Nope. Okay, under there. Bingo. Eyes watered a bit. child support based on minimum wage in Texas is $7.25 an hour. JW, appreciate you. And this is true. Hello, Juju Bones. Oh, did I do something? Let me do something. Hold on 1 second, people. 1 second. Let me take care of that right now. You're more than likely you're allowed to troll over here, but what I have to do is make you wait 10 minutes to troll and smash the subscribe button, because let's face it, nobody unsubscribes. So if you subscribe just to troll, you're not gonna unsubscribe, or maybe you will now because I said it, but you'll probably even forget that here in a minute. Just keeping it real. Oh yeah, let me do this really quick before we move on. This is the site for the info. Okay, thank you. Thank you for this. You know who you are. I just seen it. Anything else you want to tell me, you should do it now. You know who you are. I forgot. Exactly. All right, so let's go back to this. I'll have it on the screen. Okay, so let's read this one. Register of actions, case number, blah, 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 blah. In the matter of the marriage of blank versus blank. Other events and hearings. Events and orders of the court. Original petition for divorce. $371. 6/20/22. Ooh, this is going back last year. No wonder he was acting a little bit crazy. 6/20/2022. So we're going back almost a year, people. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Because the lies, we heard the lies. We never get the truth. But now we hear the lies. See the lies. Ooh, now I'm going to bust down a lot of lies right now. And just so everybody understands, right, especially if you've been a victim of this guy and everything else, we better not see any like of the smoking weed lives. We should probably not see like the pill lives. We wouldn't want to see that, because there's random tests every 30 days, and the hair tests, another one at that. Ooh, the psychological evaluation. Like, could you imagine? What if they got the killing of the dog video? What if they got some of these? Woo. 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 Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Service return, affidavit of service, citation. Ben was served, Ben. On the 19th of 2022, original answer, respondent's original answer. On the 28th of 2022, the certificate, respondent certificate of written discovery directed to petitioner. On March 6, 2023, motion to compel discovery and for sanctions. Discovery control plan and scheduling order. On the 28th of March, an emergency motion to enforce the standing orders. The 31st, a notice of hearing. On the 3rd of April this year, it was canceled. Dismissal for want of prosecution at 8:30. That's funny because we saw that on the last page, dismissal for want of prosecution. Remember, that's going to be on August 11th of this year. But we had that before. Amended petition on April 14th. First amended original petition for divorce. So this is when we really kind of heard of it, people. Now, so I guess here's what I'm trying to say. He came out publicly around April 14th. That would be going back about 2 months now, and this is when we got wind of it. But in all reality, it was 6/20 of 2022 when this was happening. So as we see the decline of Benjamin start to happen in real time on YouTube, now we fully understand what's happening with said character. But I believe he publicly put it out on this date. On the 19th of April, temporary orders hearing, 9 o'clock. 40 minutes to enforce the standing orders and motion to compel. Boy, we could probably go back to watch to the YouTube videos, and as I'm reading these dates, we could probably line the videos up and understand the cause of havoc. We probably could. Also on the 19th, general docket entry, case called, petitioner appeared with counsel. Respondent's attorney appeared. Respondent did not appear. After notice by attorney, bailiff called. The name 3 times with no answer. Motion to compel and default temporary orders heard. Ruling on the record. Well, a while back I tried to say that there was a court hearing, and this was actually a custody hearing, and he did not go to it. Now the doubling down came after that. Everyone's lying. And what had happened was, after that, because of a no-show, a protection order was then put out, because the harassing kept going on, and kept going on, and the harassing kept going on, and the harassing kept going on. But at this point, this is a custody hearing, and you decided not to go to it. I tried to tell y'all before, just didn't have it in black and white. I'm friends with people on Instagram. I'm getting my information bingo. But when I put it on the internet, it's for people to either take or leave. The crazy thing is with these gang people, they dismiss it all. But then again, you have to think, like, we've watched them say, yeah, you're sitting up with the family. Oh, the family should be in prison. So there's not that much there to work with. On an exact month later, going to 5/19, motion to sign temporary orders. 3 days later, on the 22nd, appearance of counsel. Then a motion to withdraw. A counter petition on the 6/8. Counter petition for divorce. Does that mean someone's fighting it? I have to hit the comments. I've never been through a divorce. I don't know what any of this language means. So I'm going to have to go to the comments on this. What does this mean? Yes, 100% B. It's almost over, damaged goods. Benny, 3 times like Beetlejuice. Okay, I'll listen better next time. What do you mean? You're doing a good job this time. He was harassing, then no show. This is correct, James. 100%. It makes sense now. To be honest, if I'm keeping it real, it makes sense looking at this timeline. You could see like the wig outs and stuff. I did a video. What was the name of this video? It says it's called Benny Key's weird deleted live stream attacking creators. He called me and AB beta males, and he was on this video that I did. If you watch it, he is saying that he's got this beast-ass lawyer, and the lawyer's so good, but someone who lies is gonna always talk and slip, and he sure does it. He says, I have a divorce by trial. Never heard of that. I mean, you could take a criminal charge to trial. What divorce by trial? So I knew there were shenanigans right then, but he's just talking. He's got this beast lawyer, this and that. Can't tell. Counter petition for divorce, $80. That means there's a counter petition means someone's fighting it, correct? Okay. Motion for continuance after the, okay, damaged goods. What is motion? What does counter petition for divorce mean? Okay, James says yes. All right. So there is, I'll put it like this. Let me see. I crossed the names out. Who would be the respondent? Respondent's motion for continuance. The respondent would be Benjamin. The petitioner would be wife. So who keeps doing these motion counter petition for divorce? It would be the respondent, an amended position by the respondent. Damn, he countered this thing as $80 a whop when you do that. He must have spent $500 begging not to get divorced. Just saying. Seriously. So moving along. Motion for continuance. Respondent request for jury trial. Now, this is on 6/12/2023. I'd be willing to bet my life on 6/12. That video I did was probably around 6/14. That's what he was. So he's like trying to like. So there is jury trial. Jury trial requested $10. Notice of hearing. Original answer. Respondent's answer to first amended original petition for divorce. So wait a minute, what's going on now? So you countered the divorce, then you asked for a continuance. Ex-wife objected it. Oh, I get it. You counter the divorce. Lawyer asks for a continuance. Ex-wife says shenanigans. Objection. You say jury trial. I mean, you get people. Got it. So she's just not going to get her way, is she? I get it, Benny. I get it. Jury trial requested. Notice of hearing. Original answer. Respondent's answer to the first amended original. Again? $80? Bro, she's trying to divorce you. Like, damn, it cost $80. Again. An intervention, family, $80. What does this mean? Grandparent petition in intervention and divorce. Whoa. Intervention? Wait. Time out. What's this mean? What does this mean? Intervention is like a show with the drugs and stuff. Is that what we're talking about? Petitioner is the person who files. Respondent is the other person. Sunshine, I get that. What I'm saying is, what does this mean right here? Man, can I flip this? You know what I'm going to do, people? Hold on. Let me do this. This is what I'm reading now. And I got it upside down. Wait, if I take a screenshot like this, will it? How do I, how do I put this picture around? Hold on, let me put it up on the screen. Let me edit the picture. You can spin the picture, I believe. Hold on. Hey, listen, if you're in the chat, hold on, let me email the person. If you're in the chat or you watch this or you gave me this information, Give it to me in the right format, please. Because this is a lot of divorce talk. I know the criminal law a little bit, only because I've gone through it. I know civil law a little bit because I've gone through it. But I don't have any knowledge in divorce. Hopefully I never have to have any knowledge in divorce. I want all this to feel like Spanish or freaking African language to me. But I'm just trying to literally understand it. Transform. How do I spin the picture? No, that's not it. Adjust. Hey, let me email this person. All right, what do these say? Petitioner, this is correct. I didn't have that happen, so I don't know. He fought me, but I don't remember. That was years ago. Love is grand, divorce is 50 grand. Ain't that the truth? I don't think he filed his income and expense report truthfully. Either do I. All right, guys. Laughing my ass up. Imagine being stuck married. If it's a divorce by trial, it's because they haven't come to a mediator or at Lidham, and they've decided to let the court tell them who gets what. Interesting. Which would be okay. Interesting. So I probably read these documents backwards because. So the first page that I wrote. Good comment, Dolly. This is I guess the outcome of the jury trial then, where they nailed him for they're making him do a hair panel test. Ooh. There's no drinking water on that. Usually on a piss test, the way that you can beat one of them is you better slam some water. You can't do that when they yank the old hair pieces out. Ooh, Benjamin. Ooh, 17 panel. Ooh, that's like the hardest one. Ooh my God, that has everything on it. Everything. You can't even take kratom. You better not even sniff any kratom. That's on the 17 panel. They got it all. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I'm lost. That's what happens when you come in late. Debbie, we're just trying to, I don't know, this divorce stuff. Google it. I'm trying to get, okay, I'm going to have Damaged Goods come on for this. Babe, you coming on? So Damaged Goods has a little bit of knowledge in divorce. This is truth. All right, babe, that's for you. I didn't hear the question. All right, I'm going to reread it. Okay, I'm going to go through this again. Oh, there's a lot of comments here. Not a problem. All right, so let me read it again. Babe, you coming up? I'm going to figure out a way how to get this picture on upside down and stuff, but I'm not going to do it on live. All right, so I'm going to go back to I haven't been done reading what I was just reading, but let me just skim through for people just coming in. Did she hit the link? All right, here we go. So we got this. So again, this is the financial information. Oh, there was actually another picture. So just in case anyone would be wants to view it, there's this. Let me do this. Public information. Talk about. So here's where you would go. That's where you would go. But, okay, I'm going to have Wifey come on to explain some of these divorce terms, all right? Actually, Noel. Oh, shit. Okay, let me do this. Hold on. Are you on? Can't hear anything. She dropped off. All right. Listen, come on, but I sent these to your Twitter. So just read them from the Twitter. You got to turn your, just come in the room. All right, let me read this again. Yeah, just come in the room, babe. Again, so here we go. Back to the first page. Case called. So you were right, Dolly, the real Dolly. General docket entry. Case called. Parties appeared with counsel. Motion for continuance denied. Case called at 1:30. Judge's docket entry. Motion to enter TO granted. General docket entry. Case called for trial. Parties appeared with counsel. WSEP. Divorce granted on grounds of cruelty and insupportability. Wow. Those are some really bad words. Like, let me just emphasize on this for a second. When you marry somebody, when you give somebody your oath and your bond, your word, your heart, when you want to grow with this person throughout the years of your life to come, in sickness, someone finish it for me. You never, ever want cruelty and insupportability ever to be in the vision. This is not a part of the bond. This is not what you signed up for. Those are harsh words. These are the words, people. Divorce granted on the grounds of cruelty and insupportability. Ooh. Mother named SMC with all exclusive rights. Father named PC, LOL, LOL. Father named PC, LOL. Protective custody, is that what it means? Residence restricted to blank county and contiguous counties unless father moves from the counties. If he moves, residence restriction lifted on mother. Father ordered to pay guideline child support based on minimum wage. Father ordered to reimburse mother for the health insurance premium. Let me stop right there. What does this mean? Because you have to have insurance on a minor, right? So the premium, somebody give me some numbers on this. All right, can't hear you.
Oh, hey, sorry, I wasn't saying anything.
All right. Check your Twitter. I'm reading the one that is let me put it on the screen. Can I share with somebody on here? Hold on a second. Yeah, we can do that. I'm reading the one that's sideways, I believe. I want you to break down the one that is upside down. Yeah, that's right. So the other one that's upside down is the one that I need the legal. Okay.
Okay,
so,
you need the upside down one?
See the one on the screen? That's the one I'm reading now. Go to your Twitter and read the one that's upside down after I get done reading this one. And but break it down because I don't. This is like some shit. This is like some different legal language. So let me finish this though. Okay, insurance premium. All uninsured to be split 50-50. CS. Reimbursement began July 1st, 2023, just a few days ago. Father ordered to get a 17-panel hair test by June 28th at noon and turned over to the mother. What's today's date? Oh, Ben, you got 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and we're going to know this time. There's not going to be any lies. No, we're going to know. You got it. It's 17 panels, Ben. Father ordered to have a 12-panel urine test every 30 days and another 17-panel hair test received. No electronic access. Now, that's a weird one. What does this mean? No electronic access. That could mean a lot of things. Does this mean like no texting? What does this mean? Okay. That's what it says. Once evaluation and negative test received, supervised possession in access every first, third, and the fifth weekend. Wait, this is okay. No, well, listen to this. Supervised possession and access every first, third, and the fifth weekend on Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Each party to keep all property and debt. IRA ordered as wife's separate property. Parties to communicate only through a third-party app. Attorney's fees ordered in the amount of $5,000. Permanent injunctions on the respondent, Benjamin, put on the record. Intervention dismissed without prejudice. Okay, so the intervention dismissed. So I'm assuming the intervention in this case would be the judge or the jury people in this case coming up with the stipulations. Is this correct? You there? Take it away. Hey! What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, your computer's freezing up. You're too afraid.
I was in Twitter reading the paper work.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah. Yeah, I was reading what you sent me on Twitter. That's why I was frozen.
Well, you're gonna need to read it to the people.
Well, you said you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you now. But how you gonna read it?
I'm going to have to.
I can't put it on the screen.
I'm gonna go get the laptop and I'll read it on that.
Here, wait a minute. Where's the YouTube phone at? Here, I'll send it to the YouTube phone.
Yeah, text that over there. That's a good idea. I'll grab it now. All right, bye.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Where's this?
Keep going.
Oh, here it is. Bam. Okay. So this is what you need to read. This one here. Photos. So this one here. Bam. Okay. Done. All right. Wait. He said his wife was a hooker. She has an IRA. Exactly. Another smear. It's what he does. Exactly. Well, they had to split it. It definitely wasn't his. An IRA. That's a
individual retirement account.
It's not a 401k. It's like a
individual retirement account.
Yeah. It's not a Roth. Is that a Roth? No, it's not a Roth.
Yeah, it's not IRA. It's just like a savings. Like
the lady had
just saving for your future.
The lady had a job. So obviously, the jury or whoever decided this intervention process, obviously they found that the person with the thumbnail with the hair that looks like Abraham Lincoln. They decided that he was not mentally stable and that he may need a psychologist evaluation. They also felt the need that not only does he need piss test, he should give a sample of his hair, and that he's so unstable that until the hair sample comes back clean, no supervised visitation. Now, supervised visitation is the shittiest kind, in my opinion, and to my knowledge. I believe it goes like this. Unsupervised visitation is like what normal people have that have a divorce, which means, hey, look, I'm over here now living, you're over there, but I'm coming to get the kid every other weekend. I come get them, and then I bring them back. Okay, I come get them Friday, I bring them back Sunday night, or whatever it is. The supervised ones sucks. I believe this is what, correct me if I'm wrong, Noel, this is what Don and Candace had with their boys, correct? Correct?
When you're unsupervised, you have to have a mediator of some sort with you at all times. When you're with the child, you have to meet up.
Okay, so there cannot be a better example for me to say than that. Now this is, I love the gang supporters. You guys are geniuses. So for the people who were remember, yeah, you stick up for the family. Yeah, put them in prison. I just love it for you to eat it and weep that Benny Keys has the same visitation than your evil monster boogeyman, Don Wells. They have the same visitation rights. Well, no, because Don and Candace lost the boys. But when it was going on, I remember the videos, the slick talking and all that. It's the same situation here. It's the same situation. Correct?
Right. Yeah.
All right.
They have to be
because that's complicated. It's gonna be what the respondent's lawyer did, what is the word? What the
Did you send it?
My bad. Yeah, here. I thought I sent it to you. It's gonna say the petitioner and the respondent, but go to about halfway down, because the beginning is just a bunch of, basically the beginning is him, the respondent, fighting the divorce. And each time he does it, they have to pay the clerk $80. And then sometimes in each case, an additional 10 for an amended fight. He did it about 6 times.
Okay, so he didn't go to court. He was a no-show. So she did an emergency order for herself, basically, keeping all of the visitation, so it's her say pretty much. So he's on like a timeout until he goes to court and they make a final decision since he did not show. That's what, like an emergency motion. It doesn't say what grounds, just that they agreed to it, and he has to come. Okay, so they have a couple of continuances. Okay, he kept requesting continuances. She argued it, which I don't blame her. Anybody who has gone to court, if you go and the person doesn't show up and they keep rescheduling it, you're missing work and whatever else, and the other idiot doesn't go to court. So it's like, what the fuck, So yeah, I would not agree with either. I'd be pissed off. Basically, it's so they want supervised visitation. He has to go. He actually has to show up, and he's gonna have to pass the drug test. He'll
No,
meet
you're on the
with.
wrong one. Oh, you're on. Are you reading
I'm
the
on the
one?
upside down one that you sent me.
Is that what you should be reading the one on the screen? Hold on. Yeah, this is weird though. This guy. Let me just explain this to people, so people are understanding, right? Not my opinion, but through legal process and documents, what happened was you have somebody who is contesting a divorce fully,
Right.
paying money to do it. So he's saying, no, I don't want to get divorced. Remember, he would never take the ring off.
Right. But see,
we
there's reasons why somebody would want to contest the divorce, but he is stupid for doing that because he has nothing to gain except for
this guy is
making her waste time and money.
contesting a divorce, and at the same time, while he's contesting it in open court, he's saying, well, I'm just not going to go to the custody hearing. Like, you're contesting the divorce, but you're showing the court you don't even go to the custody hearing. So
well, it doesn't show the stipulations. Okay, so he's contesting whatever. There's certain things that she's requesting out of the divorce. So there's something that he's not agreeing with, and that's why it's being contested, because now they have to go to mediation and go back and forth and discuss it. But since they're doing a jury divorce, they're going to try and work it out that way, which actually takes a lot more time, money, and it's aggravating. But whatever it is, he's not agreeing to something she requested. So now he has to do supervise, where they meet up at a common place with a mediator, or basically a Benny babysitter, and they hang out the entire time. And the person, it's either going to be a limited time, or the judge can say, indefinite. It depends on whatever the stipulations end up being. He might only have to prove himself for a certain amount of time. So they might say supervise for a month, or they could say a year. He has to prove himself worthy.
626. Go down to where it says 626 on the piece of paper. The grandparent. What is this about? That's why I called you in. 626.
Respondent's answer.
It should say.
Okay, so exactly what I said. He wants the original petition to be amended, and then it says intervention, family, grandparent.
Another $80.
Okay, so it looks like he wants to do like a grandparents' right. So certain states will allow grandparents to get visitation on their own, and then other states won't allow that.
He was trying to get the old lawyer so he don't have to do the supervised shenanigans. He was trying to get moms to be able to get the kid without supervised, so he can worm his way through the system, is what's going on here. Right?
It's possible. It's possible.
Of course that's what he's doing. Because he lives with mom, he can show stable
No, I thought she booted his ass out. Remember, didn't she kick him out, and then he did the little drug thing and whatever else, and
I think that was
did he recover from all that?
He's been going live in the same bedroom.
Oh, well, I've been off for a while, so.
Try before. Okay, so now go up to petitioner ready and motion to enter. Okay, go up to what about on 419? What's that mean? Those things. You familiar with that lingo?
I don't know. Look at the phone. This whole upside down life isn't working for me.
It should be
419, you said?
Yeah, 419.23. That's what he tried to do. Get custody of old Mama Duke's name.
Okay. 419 says temporary orders here. Okay. Motion to enforce standing orders. Okay, so that's just saying whatever was ordered up until that point is going to stay in effect until they make a further decision, and that may very well end up being until after motion to sign timber. That might be after the babysitting services for Benny are concluded. Case called. And then, okay, the next one says that he didn't show up to court. So because he did not go to court, they signed to keep the original orders in effect. And then she did an emergency order to keep emergency motion to enforce Collin County standing orders. So basically, so she's just doing everything she can to enforce everything that was already agreed upon and ordered by the court stand. So he's going to have to go through the drug testing past that. He's going to probably have to do a psych eval, I would imagine. And then he's going to have to do the supervised visitations for however long they want it to be supervised, and then the mediator that's in charge of the supervision is going to turn their notes and then let the judge know what their decision is. Do they think that he's competent and stable enough to have independent visitation with the child?
So this kind of pissed me off. The person that emailed me this told me this, and I did not believe them. I appreciate the information, and I should have believed them because I questioned them, but I was wrong. So I Googled it.
What?
In this order, it says he's ordered to pay the child support, okay, at minimum wage.
$7.25, right? But he's on
horrible, because here is what the state of Texas.
But he's on disability. So that's why they're basing it off of that.
If you are a minimum wage in the state of Texas, per Google, it's $7.25, which is ridiculous because here in Florida does not have the greatest wages. I've been working here my whole life. Trust me.
What's it like, 13?
But I will say, it used to be that. It used to be $7.25, but now listen, the Wawa is paying $13 an hour now. The CVS is paying $14 an hour now. The McDonald's is paying $13 an hour now. Minimum wage here is gone up. I want to say it's like 12 or 13 bucks. I don't know. I know places like Seattle and stuff, I believe it's 15. I can't believe Texas is still at $7.25. Nobody can survive off that. But that's what they based his support on, which is the absolute lowest possible amount you can do.
Right, but he's on disability, which I believe is why, because we don't know what he's got. I don't know what he was awarded for disability. So, depending on how much he makes a month in disability, is how they're going to divide the hours of time and that he's going to have with the child, and then figure out what he pays, because the amount of time that you have with your child deducts or adds to the amount that you end up having to owe in child support. So I mean, like 1 or 2 days a month difference could be a couple $100. So we have to, we don't, because it's none of our fucking business, but we would have to know what he gets in disability to figure out how the judge ordered what his payments would be based off of.
All right. So I'm gonna do the Zav Girl thing. What's your final synopsis on this Benjamin Keys information? How do you feel about it?
He's a fucktard is how I feel about it, but hey, I'm just a nobody.
It is our business. Hasn't he, just like Doug, hasn't he personally tried to attack you?
Oh, well, yeah, but he's a joke. He can say whatever he wants. What is that going to do? Do you think I lost any sleep over anything that he says and does?
You hold your own, but the point is he's tried. he goes nowhere with me. And then he says, I think I'll take a shot at White Boy's wife. And he doesn't understand that's a different breed. But he fucks around.
They don't realize you're the safe one to deal with, not me.
He's an idiot. He deserves what's coming to him because he messes with a lot of people. So he gets the public shaming, just like Zap Girl.
This paperwork is showing that he's really shooting himself in the foot. His divorce is going to end up. That's why they went to jury, because he's causing so much BS. They have to have somebody. So he's not. When you have a conflict and that it's being contested so much or so drastically, they usually order you to go to mediation, where you sit down with somebody, me, you, and a third person, and we throw ideas back and forth. He's going to have to agree to something. Y'all both are going to have to come to terms. If they can't do that, well, you're forcing other people to decide your fate for you. And it's not looking good for him on the table.
Who is this gang person? And yes, Mrs. KCK, there is something in somebody's name. This is a lie. He has a YouTube channel in someone else's name. It's 100%. Yeah, that's the right person, Fizzle. I don't know if Fizzle and Penny are the same people. I don't know. These like these girls, these women. He does have a channel in someone's name, which is illegal by itself in YouTube standards. It's exactly why Doug got terminated. So for the person, Fizzle or whatever her name is, you have to be a moron, because for you to tell somebody that moron, she's subject to lose everything just by saying that. But
I mean,
the crazy part about it is if somebody was to push that issue, the person Fizzle or whatever would be the most one hurt. So you set it up for him, this and that. Somebody cancels that, which is a Google problem, not even a YouTube problem, and very easy to get erased. But if somebody was to do that, you are the biggest loser in the situation. He probably knows that's going to happen. Benny's smart. He has 10 channels. He makes a new one every couple months. People try to always go to his channels and stuff. That dude's always moving. He's always going to have a monetized YouTube channel forever. It's just how it is. It's how Benny moves. You can love him or hate him, but just understand that that's how he moves. I'm not knocking no one's hustle. I don't like him. I wouldn't do any of that.
It's just a junkie thing.
I never cancel him, nothing like that. I'm just keeping it real. But the thing is, he probably knows everything that I'm saying. And that person, from my understanding of what's happening on the streets, this person did all this for him and then tried to hold it over his head when in fact you will be the one to lose everything, while he's over here already a jump ahead, and he's going to have followers. The little amount that you accumulated associating with him, if you had to restart, you would never get back there. That's just the fact.
No, but the same effect, though, she could absolutely put that money right into her account and screw him. I mean, it's her account. The funds are going into her AdSense. At the end of the day, all she has to say is, it's mine. It's my name. It's that money's mine, bro. You're out. Sorry, not sorry. All right, I love you. I'm coming back in time.
Tragedy Pains Exposed. I appreciate what you're saying, but that's half the story. I didn't see this when he was coming at my kid.
That's up to like I said, it isn't anybody's business, honestly, but it's whatever they decide in court.
Business all over the internet, and then tries to smear me. I understand what you're saying, but as you do these streets,
Oh, if you're gonna dish it out, you're gonna get it back, especially if you're fucking yourself.
You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. That's all I can tell you. I like it all, but
you know what? I would say that I agree with the whole visitation.
He plays. I don't know if you got a husband. I don't know if you have a wife. It's none of my business. But this person has attacked them, families, shit I can't even say on the internet.
I can't completely disagree, but nobody knows what the actual issue is in court.
I've never seen anybody ever in one of Benny Key's chats when he's all in my personal shit. And no one says, hey, this is not your business. Well, I don't respect what you say.
No, well, I never do, but
I'll put it out there.
You can't sit there and hope that somebody has visitation, because if they're just a deplorable person that doesn't deserve visitation, and nobody knows that except for the court and the two of them, I mean, it has to really be figured out and sorted through. If it has to be supervised, there's a reason for it, and everybody has to understand you're not going to give somebody who is a respectful and responsible person, you're not going to give that person supervised visitation. So he has to be supervised for a reason. If it's granted, that means he's just not good enough to be trusted. He's not, dependable. Who knows what the reasons they're basing that off of. So yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it'd be great for everybody to see their child supervised or not. I mean, at the end of the day, beggars can't be choosers. If you want to see your kid, you'll do whatever you have to see the child. But if you are not worthy of that child's time and life, then I don't want you to be in it, because all you're going to do is destroy that child's life. That court has to decide. And you're right, it isn't anybody's business, but here it is. Just like, my husband's information is no one's business. They made it people's business.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna get this ad roll in a minute. All right.
Yeah. Go and chat. Love you.
Bye. Well, so she has a good point about that. But my thing is, I've been covering Benny a long time. And the thing about it is, I like to show the decline. The decline. People been knowing there's something going on with the dude. Bad. It's almost the same as Doug. When Doug has those freak out moments and he gets all paranoid and thinks everybody's against him, like we can all see it, right? But you don't have anything to back it up with. I literally, as I'm reading this, it's got nothing to do with this kid, but it's you could go by the dates that I'm reading, and then he's going live, and you could see the freakouts. That on top of, I do talk to the ex-wife that walked in and called me sucked off. So I'm getting the information, but now I could see the freakouts. And the dude has personally attacked my family. So I'm going to stick up for White Boy and my family, and I'm gonna do the same games that he does. It's just how I'm gonna do it. Don't like it, you don't have to watch. I'm not a Benjamin fan. Nobody covers Benny. That's right. Nobody does. I do. People are paranoid. People get scared covering him. The dude just got arrested for harassing, and then went back in for harassing the same person. And then it's like he's harassing the courts. The dude's a bug. All right. Anyway, what's up, Miss Joanne? He is on this big accountability tour. What is this? Oh, there it is. But he takes zero accountability for anything. 100%. He says, thank you, damaged goods. Debbie Nelson, she didn't make the child herself, and it's not her fault. Benny's a craphead. My ex-brother-in-law has no visa rights whatsoever, thank God. Yeah, 100%. Fizzle and him was tight. I don't know what fully happened between them, but he is all up in my shit just because Penny is my friend. Literally, why he harasses me. It's very weird. So B, you've been harassed too. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. He always goes after women. It's crazy. Drama Llama, what's happening, Drama Llama? Hey, y'all, just popping in to say, hey, I actually caught another live. What's up, Drama Llama? What's happening? What's good with you? I refuse to bash Fizzle. BK needs to grow the F up. I don't know the lady. I just know what I've been hearing on the YouTube streets. Never watched one of Penny or Fizzle's lives ever, videos ever. I couldn't even tell you what they look like. Seriously. I don't agree with a dad paying back child support. I think you meant to say I don't agree with a dad paying bank child support if you can't see the child either. Hey man, I get what you're saying, but I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. This is a true story. I used to work with this dude named Ray. He's like an Indian dude. He's like Indian and something else, right? Got a big old ponytail. He did like 15 years Fed time. All right. He was actually like he wasn't my supervisor or my foreman, but at this job that I was at, they called him like a lead guy. He was like the lead guy, right? This dude, 15 years. Gets out, he has to start all over, right? All over. Now, when he gets out, I don't know what the situation with the baby mom is or the ex, but he's got a little boy who's 7. This dude had to restart his life, file for food stamps, do all that junk, right? As he's working and stuff. So, make a long story short, he gets back on his feet. He gets up to like a lead job, which is like almost a supervisor job. And this is the only dude I know, man. This dude saved enough money to take the baby mama to court, and he went from getting out of prison to taking the mom to court and getting full custody of his kid. That's gangster, and I respect that. Look, you have kids, man. My view is you got to take care of them, man. The court says you got to pay, you got to pay. In Florida, they don't even play around. If you ain't paying that shit, directly to jail. Directly to jail. And when you go to jail, it ain't even like a regular thing. Like if you go to, it ain't even a bond. Like you go to a Walmart and steal something or whatever. Example, they're going to give you, a $200 petty theft bond. So you call the bondsman up, hey, man, 10% would be $20, but you got to at least pay $100 in Florida. So you call the bondsman and say, hey man, I got $100. I'll give you some collateral. Come get me. They're on their way. In Florida, you don't pay that child support, and they pull you over. You're going to jail, and you're gonna sit, and your bond amount is what you owe. Shit. Them dudes look crazy in there. Some dudes are in there looking crazy because they owe like $2,000-$3,000. Ain't no 10% on that. You got to get it up to get out. Man, them dudes are looking sick. Oh, what else I got over here? Hold on, let me show you. I can't believe Texas has 725. All right, I got some Doug photos we'll get into in a sec. I was going to play a little bit of Benny live. He made another channel. He was talking about Queen Bee pretty decent, talking shit about her. I don't know. It's just the only part that I glimpsed on it for a few minutes, and when I did, he was talking crap about Queen Bee, some stupid thing. It's on the one channel. But anyway, with the Zap girl thing, all right. Look, the lady. Listen. The lady apologized, man. The lady apologized. I know you guys seen it. Okay, she apologizes, and I don't know. I don't know how you take it. She did apologize, though. You got to give it to her. I didn't think that would happen. She did apologize. I don't know if it was heartfelt or not. I doubt it. And I'm reading the comments. I'm checking it out. And she's got her merch down there. I just want to explain to people, okay? When you do a YouTube video, when you make it to where you could put merch out or connect a merch store, for example, this live, I was thinking about this when I was doing it. For this live, YouTube changed it, okay, so where when I go live, I got to drag. It says end screen, info cards, and products. So, end screen is like at the end of a video when you watch it, you'll see the creator has another couple of videos at the end of the screen before the video ends that you can click or whatever. A card is like a message that pops up in black in the top right-hand corner. That's a card. But when you put the products in, you have to physically with the mouse go to the shirt that you want to do, click it, drag it, and put it over here. Then go to the other shirt, click it, drag it, and put it over here. Number 2. Go back to the other shirt, click it, drag it across the screen. She did that. So she had that. She has a lot of merch on that video. All right. My point is, I'll give her a tiny bit of credit for apologizing. I don't know what the family thinks of the apology. I haven't seen that, or if it's even out. That's where I'm at with the situation is what the family thinks about it. She did apologize, though. I did not see that coming, but she monetized the apology. That's she monetized it. Like, people, you have to physically click the shirts, drag it over here, bam. Then you got to hit save. You have to open it up. It's a whole thing. The only fighting chance she has is like formality. For me, I'm going to do that on every one of my videos. It's just formality. When I'm doing the process, when I'm uploading it, I'm doing the thumbnail, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's just formality. I do it. I don't even think about doing it sometimes. But I don't know, though. I don't know. I don't like that lady. It's shenanigans all over, man. I don't know. She apologizes, though, but it's like the thumbnail says. The lady's like, I'm sorry, but, pick up a hoodie. Buy a hat. Come on, man. Don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Shenanigans. Yes, it was Boomer Baby Passed again. You want me to play it? You guys haven't seen it? You haven't seen that apology? Here, hold on. Uh-oh, we got more pics. When I attach them, they are right side up. How about give you the web address and directions to get the page? Then click checkbox for all civil and family court. It opened new page there. You put Benjamin name in, drop down, put 620 in the case status box, open page link. All right, I'm just saying, okay, so you resent them. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you doing that. And again, you'll remain unnamed. I appreciate you giving me the information. Oh, what is this? Okay, this is you explaining it. I get it. No, I appreciate you. I really do. I really do. What is this? Oh, what is this? Somebody did this? Debbie. Oh, I missed a lot of fucking super chats. Hold on a second. This is a new thing on the phone here. What does it show? BS did a $10 fan funding. Is that members that you did? Debbie, I saw the Debbie, and what is this? It doesn't show the first one here because this is out of here. Hold on, let me do this. Native T, I appreciate the $2. Why doesn't it show me it on StreamYards, man? This pisses me off. This pisses me off. Hey, I apologize, man. See, what if Native T is not even in here? This pisses me off, man, with the donations. It doesn't show them on StreamYards all the time. I saw Debbie's, but the YouTube thing had a little thing, a new thing. Anyway, here's the link. Hey, I appreciate it. Once again, I appreciate it, Native T, and I appreciate it, BS. I appreciate that. My bad. I was not ignoring you. I really didn't see it. I do not like doing that. Like saying thank you. To be honest, it's still a little bit weird for me to get donations. There's still the it's a very humble feeling to get a donation, especially when you first start doing YouTube. It's hard to get used to it, but it's hard to explain. I don't know. It's very hard to explain. Anyway, I dropped the link in the chat. And let me put this on the screen one more time because I was reading this before and saying it. Not that people don't believe me, but you want to read something in a upright form. So just one more time, let me do it like this. I want to show a couple Doug things too that are kind of comical. Doug, we stay on Doug. Douglas. Doug and his stub toe piece. All right, here. So here's what I was reading before, upside down, all the stuff. Couple complaints on the kid. It's not about the kid, but more or less the divorce, more or less what we're seeing from the guy in the decline, and we all have question marks. And now there is a documented day for day. Oh, this is why he's acting like that. It's not about his kid. We can comment about supervised visitation, this visitation, this, and we all have opinions. We all have them. It's not about anyone's kid. I don't do that. But more about his behavior, more about why he's acting like that. And I've been calling this guy out for a long time. And I've been telling people there's something up with Benjamin Keys. He's acting crazy, especially when he calls my phone. Especially when who was in this chat when I was reading you guys those text messages he was texting me, that crazy shit. He went on like a week and a half tantrum where he would text me this evil shit, but it wasn't the normal shenanigans. Like he was really trying to hurt my feelings. He never did, but he was being very extra about it. I understand now because of what's on the screen. I get it. Doesn't give him a pass, but I get it. As a Florida lawyer covered the law about the picks, he said the clerk's manager could be charged, not those that bought them. All right, that's a good comment. I made a very quick short last night. I did see a lawyer. Man, let me find that video. It's on News Nation, I think. I saw a video, and here's the deal. There was a lawyer that said she could. The lawyer was explaining the fact that Zav girl was able to get the pictures because Florida has a law on domestic violence. So the fact that she got the pictures is like impossible. He was saying something about a 3rd-degree felony. Here, I got it right here. I'll play it. He was saying something about a 3rd-degree felony. A lawyer now. Okay, a lawyer now. This is why I think in her apology, I'll play both these videos. This is why in her apology, this guy right here. Oh, I got the video here. Sweet. Okay, here's the video. Let's play it. So here goes the lawyer breaking it down, y'all. We're going to play it. This is the video right here. I'm not going to even play the short. Watch this. This lawyer breaks down how possible 3rd-degree felony. So when she apologizes, right? She mentions, hey, look, I spent $400 obtaining this information, the case file and what have you. Then she says, I never requested the photos. I think I called this one too. I think she did watch everybody's live. I think she did watch the Brian Enton video. I think she definitely watched all the media coverage of her, and she was like, oh shit. Pump the brakes. Oh shit. I got to apologize. She's trying to get out of this type of hot water. It's one thing when people calling you out, this and that. It's another thing when you got legal analysts talking about third-degree felonies. Woo! Woo! Here we go. Let's have a peek. Anybody know who this is? This lady here talking, she's a YouTuber. This guy on the right is the lawyer.
That's what Gannon stands for. That is why we're all heartbroken over what happened to Gannon. And so to re-victimize this child who represents that innocence that was taken away from him, this little boy that doesn't have a voice, that never had a voice.
Liberal Freedom of Information Act, liberal freedom of information. So Florida has one of the most liberal. So Florida has one of the most liberal Freedom of Information Act laws with the Sunshine Law, because Florida puts a big emphasis on the public having access to public documents. And I am all for that. But there is literally a law in place with an exception for autopsy photos, especially of minors that have died as a result.
Okay, here it is right here, y'all. Here it is right here. Let me enlarge it. Is that it? As big as it gets? What's this do? Yeah, that's what we want right there. We want that.
Of domestic violence. And the only way that those can be released is if it is to the deceased parents or close family members. So these autopsy photos should have never been included in any Freedom of Information Act request. And frankly, there is a third-degree felony in the statute for the custodian of records if they willfully and knowingly released these documents. Now, my guess is what happened is she requested the entire file and they sent the entire file and just didn't do their job to look through.
Oh, he gave it to her. This makes a lot of sense. This makes a lot of sense. Why did he give it to her? He gave it to her. This makes a lot of sense, people. This is what she said in her apology. I didn't even catch this the first time. Let's rewind it back just a second.
And just didn't do their job to look through and pull these photos out.
Thank you for watching.
And just didn't do their job to look, requested the entire file and they sent the entire file documents. Now, custodian of records, if they willfully and knowingly released these documents. Now, my guess is what happened is she requested the entire file and they sent the entire file and just didn't do their job to look through and pull these photos out.
Thank you for watching. Go to News Nation now.
Man, this is why she said this, peeps. This is why she said it. Let me pull her friggin' video up. This is why she said that. Because she specifically says that in the apology. Unreal. Unreal. Let's pull it up. Hold on. Damn right. Here we go right here. She 100% watched that. She 100% watched that video. If not, we got a strange coincidence. Let's have a peek.
Hi, everyone. If you're listening to this, then you likely know about the last few days. I want to apologize to everyone I've hurt, but especially Cannon's family. I've been doing some major soul searching and reflecting. There are many trying to define my motivations, and while I'm not looking for forgiveness or trying to make excuses, I do hope to provide additional context that has not been made clear. I have followed the Letitia Stout case closely.
All right. I also have an apology. I said that she went on vacation with her husband on the review on when I was talking about it. Gina hit me up on Facebook and told me that she was a lesbian. I did not know she was a lesbian. At least we have something in common. We both like vagina. Moving along.
And it was actually during the trial that I made the official records request. And it was in El Paso County, Colorado. I requested all the video, audio, and written records. I made no request for autopsy photos. I wanted all trial records, but my main interests were interviews with Letitia. The autopsy photos just happened to be in the files. I spent time reviewing what I received so I could provide more info from the trial. I believe many of my images were already shown during the televised trial, and I saw the photos on other public YouTube channels that live streamed the trial and shared the evidence. I didn't think any of the images were new. These photos were already public, although the video I put together with the coroner's voice was my own creation. I chose to put the video on Patreon because of the sensitive nature of the evidence. Putting the evidence behind a paywall meant added security, and I naively thought they wouldn't be made public. The video I created with a voice from the coroner wasn't meant to be shared outside of Patreon, and I chose not to put the photos on YouTube, a public forum, where the views would have allowed me to make more money and the photos would be seen by more people. Because the video was placed behind a paywall, rumors about the images not being blurred or being different than what was shown in trial started to surface. No photos shows genitalia. I have made no jokes about the photos. I don't even cuss on my channel, and I would never allow derogatory remarks about a victim.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there because I want to get you guys' feedback. I didn't watch the Patreon shit. I don't use Patreon. I don't do anyone's Patreon. I don't support that platform at all. And I never will. So I don't know. Okay. But I do know that there was comments taken from the Patreon page. Like I said, there's a comment that said his PP looks like a marshmallow. Okay. Someone has a screen snag of that. Okay. And from what I understand, there's been a couple creators to also do the same thing that she did. But she was the only one to zoom in instead of cropping it out, or zooming out, or maybe bringing the guideline to above his waist. I haven't seen it. That's just what I've heard happen, right? White boy, I sent you the lawyer breaking down the possibility of charges on DMs. Okay, is this the same lawyer? Interested in that. That guy, so that guy's on YouTube on the last video, but she says she didn't even mean to get the autopsy photos, which is strict. Again, I didn't watch the Patreon. I have not watched any of her Letitia videos, so I don't know why, if she's wanting interviews with somebody, you don't have to request court documents. She requested the court information and paid the money because she wanted something, which could be a lot. It could be whatever is in her videos that I haven't seen. Or it could be that she wanted just the autopsy photos and this is the backpedal. I don't know. I don't watch her like that. This is the problem. Let me check this out. Where's it at? Okay, here it is. This is the lawyer. Is selling leaked photos illegal? Let's have a listen at this. This is the same guy. Damn, 41,000 views. This is the same guy. Where's the volume at on this? Oh, yeah, on Bluetooth.
About Gannon Stalk's autopsy photos that have been.
Okay, we're definitely gonna check this out together. Let me send this to my Twitter. Okay, let's have hold on. So this guy is the guy that was we're gonna check this out. I haven't seen this. Oh fuck. Okay, we'll go there next. Dee Dee, what's happening, Dee Dee? She doxed all the kids at the Kylie Rodney. She did the same with Cash Gernon, from what I've heard. Has she been she's been around that long, running bear? I did not know this. What's up, Long Gone? I don't think she's sorry. She's scared of losing all her subs. She's already lost over 2,000 subs. I did hear and see something about that. Damn, 2,000 is a dent. Yes, absolutely, our beautiful mod, Dolly. Give her a follow, Dolly, the real Dolly on YouTube. She has a little channel. She posts, she talks her crap, and she looks out and she shares. She's good people as well. We'll take that off the screen. Yuck, she makes me sick. Did I leave her on there? All right. So you guys seen this?
I realized my intentions were not communicated well.
There's one thing though. That this is why I know it's shenanigans. I'm always listening. The bitch says I'm going to go to sensitivity training. If you don't shut your bitch ass up, where? I would love to take her. I hope she has a follow-up apology. I want to see a sensitivity training certificate behind you.
My channel style is sort of me hanging out with friends and speaking off the cuff, and I did not articulate my reasons or think my decision through. At this time, my Patreon website has been shut down. I am not sharing any of the photos or video anywhere, although you can see the photos published on other popular channels. Nothing you see is from me, nor will it ever be. To those who have supported me and followed my channel, and to the true crime community, I'm sorry I let you down. I cannot imagine the pain Gannon's family has gone through. My anger over what happened to Gannon is the reason I started following the case. I'm not this evil, heartless person like many are saying, but I'm also doing a lot of self-reflecting, and I'm looking into sensitivity training.
Lady. Are you now? Sensitivity training.
I did not want to add to the family's loss with anything I said or shared about this case. And it will be a long time before I ever trust myself or my decisions again. To Gannon's family, I have no words that can make this better. No one should have to ever go through what you guys have been through. I am so very sorry for any pain that I have caused you.
You know, it's up to, look, for me, it's up to the family, man. I don't know. It's up to the family.
Now, the other girl, Rita, I don't know who she was, but
I don't. What happened? What's going on? Who's it? Get out of here. Okay, let me play this lawyer one. Thank you, Drama Llama. I'm gonna play this. So this was the guy from the News Nation thing. Let's have a peek at what he's talking about. It did say he was a YouTuber when he was sharing it, so he's gonna bust down possible charges. This is gonna be very interesting. Not seeing this yet. Is selling leaked photos illegal? The lawyer you should know, lawyer you know, 250,000 subs. I'll snag the link for you. Look, it's formality, people. Look what I'm doing. Don't know the guy. I'm over here getting the link and I'm smashing the like. It's just formality. It's how you do it. It's the right thing to do. All right, what's this guy's name? Something's telling me he's going to be a John.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in. I'm recording this late at night, just coming off the News Nation piece that I just did with Brian Enton and some other YouTubers about Gannon Stock's autopsy photos that have been bought as part of a Freedom of Information Act request and sold behind a paywall by other YouTubers. I've seen some videos come out about this. I've seen the outrage. I don't like to get into arguments or fights over the internet and things like that, but I felt like I needed to make this video today. I looked into this more to see how it's possible that something like this could happen, what the repercussions are, how we can stop this from happening again. And so I think it's important for us to just talk about it. I'm going to do a video on it. You can get the information, spread the word about what the law actually is and how it should be followed. Because like anything else, something very good, like a Freedom of Information Act, public documents, being able to be accessed by the public. Those are good things. Those are things we need in our country. We want access to the courtroom, cameras, microphones, whatever it may be, so that we can know what's going on in our country, in our state, in our city, in our justice system, in our government. And that is incredibly important. But something good can become evil when people misuse it and abuse it. And we talk about that all the time with media and with access to the courts. And this is no different than that. This is a good thing that someone used for evil. And there are laws in place that should protect against this. And we're going to talk about some of them today. We're going to talk about the potential remedies the Stock family has legally, because that's what we do on this show. We talk about the legal angles. We talk about the law. We talk about the justice system. And this is a case.
Hey, does anybody talk to the family? Like, again, I didn't really cover this case, but I'm sure on the YouTube streets, there's got to be a creator that's got like an in with the family. I don't know. I didn't cover the case, and you know, you guys know YouTube streets, man. We get, you know, YouTube is, we have the families, all types of cases. We have the families back. My point is, man, if there's a creator that has like an in with the family, like, you know, there's people that know Brandy, there's people that know Don, there's people that know Tito family members, there's people that know everything. There's got to be some creator that has a relationship with the family, spoke with them, asked them questions, maybe not had them on panel, but you know, that relationship. They should send this video to the creator. If you give me the creator's name, as long as they're half decent. What's up, Shandia? I'll tag them in a post and put this video with it, unless it's like a weirdo. Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna hit play, but I'll be reading it and putting the comments on the screen.
Where this family has been so victimized that it just seems unbearable that something like this would happen to them. So when we talk about how something like this can happen, and I heard the prosecutor on Brian Enton's show last night say maybe they need to change the laws in Florida. And if what he was surmising was correct, I agree with him. The only thing is, we already did this in Florida. There is a law specifically in place that makes an exception to the Freedom of Information Act regarding autopsy photos. And it doesn't just stop there. It's almost like this was written for Gannon Stock's case, because it specifically was the intent of the legislature when writing this law to protect victims and their families, specifically minors who were deceased as a result.
The Glare has talked to the family. I don't know the Glare like that. Like, we've beefed and stuff. We've talked shit to each other. I got his email, but I'm sure he's all over this. If the Glare talks to the family, I'm sure he's seen this video. Somebody said something about Brian Enton. I actually have Brian Enton's personal email. I really do. It's funny considering the thumbnail of this video. I emailed Brian Enton one time, and it was through Operation Coward. I tried to. This is a true story. I never said this. I never said this on the internet yet. I tried to get Brian Enton to cover some things on YouTube, specifically Benny. I got no response, but I could blow him up. Don't get me wrong. But what am I going to do? I mean, Brian Enton already had this guy on his show, so he knows. But just know in the future, I do have the guy's personal email. So, I mean, I don't know what I could do with it besides email him, but it's better than his business email. You know what I'm saying?
Of domestic violence. So in Florida, it's a very liberal sunshine law where you have access to these public documents. You put in a request, you send a check, you get the documents. But autopsy photos are specifically excluded from that. And they can only be requested and provided under an exception to that rule. And really only to the deceased parents or close family members. With a court order sometimes.
Damn.
So this should not happen.
Damn.
So the question begs, how did it happen? So many times, and I've talked to journalists and reporters and other YouTubers and true crime people that order these documents, that do these requests. And what happens sometimes is when somebody requests the entire file, the custodian of records, instead of pulling out the photos and doing their job to look through it, they send the whole file when they get the check. And sometimes pictures like this end up in a file that's released. And that seems horrible to me, and that doesn't seem okay, and it seems like we should do something about that. Well, the law in Florida, under this rule, which explains the exception, talking about these autopsy photos, actually puts in there that this could be a third-degree felony for that custodian of records, up to 5 years in prison.
Damn, no wonder she made that video and literally said that. Now, look, I want to double down on what he's saying right here about Florida. So this is true. The Freedom of Information Act was all revised a few years ago. Let me tell you, there was a big thing down here in Florida. So back in the day, if you requested like an old arrest situation with me, right, and you paid for it, they were fucking up because they would give you my shit, right? But keep in mind, you get all of it, right? So when I get arrested for, I don't know, beating up a cop one of many times, when I go to first appearance or whatever, I'm filling out a public defender form, for example. And on that form, I'm giving you my information, date of birth, my name, blah, 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 social security number. And even in an arrest affidavit, forget about the public defender thing. An arrest affidavit, they were giving people's shit like this out, right? Then there was a big thing. So now that they had to stop doing that for a little bit, bam, and they had to, if you get it now, you'll see a big like scratch through it. You'll see like an edited friggin' picture. If I'm not trying to dox somebody, I scratch names out. They scratch all that out now. But for a long time they weren't doing that. And then the Freedom of Information Act came in. So there is loopholes in it, man. So I understand what he's saying here, but let's be real. She ordered the specific photos. She's in the hot water, and she's like, "Oh shit, I can go to jail." She wouldn't get 5 years. They'd probably give her paper. I mean, if anybody docs that girl, let's be real. It's YouTube. I'm not saying to do it, but every creator gets doxed. If you don't know, well, now you know. Look forward to it. Don't get too scared though, because once it happens, it's like, okay, that was the worst thing that you can do. It's already happened. So don't get too excited. But who's doxed Zav girl? What's in her laundry basket? My point is, does she have any other felonies? Has she have an arrest record? If she does, Ooh. But if she doesn't, a little bit of probation. Somebody had to have doxed Zav Girl. Keep it real. I don't care. Just put it in the chat. Who cares? Somebody did it.
But in order for that to happen,
what's her name? I'll do it real fast.
The violation of this law,
Put her name in the chat.
turning over these autopsy photos when they shouldn't, has to be willing and knowing.
She's fully doxed on 4chan, including.
So they basically have to do it on purpose.
4chan.
There's no crime for negligence here. However, negligence is usually meant for the civil courtroom. And I think this is absolutely potentially a negligent infliction of emotional distress. We've gotten to know a lot about.
I just want to highlight this comment real fast that Mario said. So for the people who are very mad at Zav Girl and want charges and everything else, let me just read you something that was said. What was said is she's fully doxed on 4chan, including her SS social security number. So what Mario is saying is she's fully doxed where the group Anonymous was formed. Oh my God.
About that with the Gabby Petito case here in Florida that we've been covering. But this was a major mistake by whoever put these pictures in a file and sent them out to YouTube.
It happens, loved ones. Sometimes you just don't want to go to jail.
What about the YouTubers? Well, there are some more complicated ways to sue them. Name, image, likeness. We all heard this on, when we were dealing with college athletes getting paid to use their face in video games and put it on pictures. And now we're paying college athletes the NIL deals, name, image, likeness.
She's 40,
profiting off of somebody
40.
else's name, image, and likeness. We just talked about it in the Corey Richens case where she wrote the book about her deceased husband, that she is being charged with that crime. And sure, they could go that route, potentially collect the profits that were made off of the Patreon and whatever behind a paywall for these pictures. But the simpler way civilly to go after the YouTubers doing this is either an intentional infliction of emotional distress or a negligent infliction of emotional distress.
Damn.
And in order to do that, you have to reasonably believe or know that what you do is going to cause emotional distress. And I've heard some YouTubers say it's in the name of science. We can be detached and look at this stuff. Some people enjoy looking at it and we learn from it. And you know what? That could hit close to home because a lot of what we do on this channel is educational. We learn about the law. We learn about the rules. We learn about the justice system, the court system, lawyers, judges. We answer a lot of questions. So I get it. I get educational purposes. I live my whole life fighting for people in miserably sad situations.
Well, we got her name.
I make my money off of other people's tragedies in their life.
Her name is Tiffany. Oh, I get why her name is Zav Girl, because her last name starts with Zav. Well, that didn't take long. So anybody run her. Laws change, and it does matter what state you are in. I have been enforced. Not showing everyone my fake news. Tiffany Zavarelli. You're making Zavarelli for dinner, Noel? Is that what kind of dish is that? Zavarelli. What? Somebody tell me what. Has anyone had Zavarelli before? What is Zavarelli? This is noodles? Somebody Google Zavarelli. Tiffany. I thought she was broken up with BK. Tiffany. Lasagna? Tiffany Zavarelli. Zavarelli? Tiffany's with BK? I don't know.
every wrongful death case, every fatality as a result of a trucking accident, every car accident that maims someone, and they call me to represent them. Sure, somebody could say you're profiting off of their injuries, you're profiting off of their death. And I would explain it as I'm helping people in the most miserable situation they could ever be in. I hope I'm providing a service that they need and they literally couldn't do it on their own. They need a lawyer to guide them through the process to make sure their rights are protected. So sure, I get it. I get how people can point the finger around and other people can try to explain something the same way in the name of science, looking at these photos. I get it. However, lines must be drawn, and lines have been drawn. The legislature in Florida, when they wrote this law and explained why autopsy photos should not be included in public records requests, is because they know it's a guaranteed fact that these pictures getting out will cause the family members and friends trauma, emotional distress, humiliation, re-victimization, irreparable harm. It is literally in black and white in the legislative intent. We do not have to guess. We do not have to figure it out. We know this is going to cause them harm. It is not helping the victims at all.
All right.
It is nothing like, guess what? Doctors also profit off of that caused. We pushed to get this exception, and it happened. It's happened to celebrities in the past. Again, Corey Richards, it's happened when they give an inch and you take a mile. This happened with the laws in place, and what are we going to do about it? That's another question.
Let's have a look at his channel real quick. So he's taking the lawyer approach on it. I respect his opinion and stuff, but what sucks is he's got. I just subbed up to him. What sucks is he's like saying, yeah, it's a felony. It could be a felony, but then so he's saying that she could face a felony, I guess, if the family was to pursue it. But then again, he's kind of like giving her ample defense at the same argument. It is what it is. He seems halfway honest, with the little that I know about him. I don't know, man. What do you make of that? But I'll say this. He seems fair. He's saying that, yeah, she could get arrested, but then he's kind of like giving her a way out of it, which is exactly, she picked it right up. It makes a lot of sense now. I'm happy for this video. Thank you for sending it to me. I did not catch what he said in the other News Nation with Brian Enton clip. That makes a lot of sense. I did not catch that when I first watched it. That's exactly why she said that. Because really, who could prove, who could prove that? It's a tough one. I think she barely slipped through the cracks. I think if they had an itemized way of finding out what she requested or an itemized list of what was sent to her, she's got a felony on her hands. But because how he just worded that she requested it and they shot it to her, but there's really no like itemized list, she's going to slip through the cracks. Interesting, man. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even really need to be the family, though. I guess pissed off people could pursue a prosecutor. I don't know. What county is this in Florida? What county in Florida was it? Anybody know? What county? She has for the entire file, maybe. So, like happened to us in Canada, I think this stuff. Decide if the U.S. needs to implement Canadians. I'm just about, I am beat. I'm just like BK looking ass. I have to go to bed. I'm about to jump off to read Drama Llama's comment. The case is Yes, conscious. But I was talking about Florida, where she requested the information. Drama Llama's comment: the felony would be for the records personnel, not the YouTube creators. Could be dealt with in civil. Gotcha. Yeah, that does make sense. It does make sense. Well, yeah. So and they're definitely going to double down on it. That's why there's no itemized list, probably. Interesting though. What, Colleen? You're welcome. What county did she yank this from? El Paso. Yeah, El Paso. I know that much, but she. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. He was found in Pace, Florida. That's by Orlando. I can't remember what county that is. That's by Orlando. It's over there by Orlando. Read Skunky's comment, please. Where's Skunk at? What's up, Skunk? Damaged goods. Tell Matt his body was found in Santa Rosa County, where I live. Man, frig Santa Rosa. Hey, man, it's hot, Skunk. Bro, it's like 104 degrees heat index today. Jesus, this is like a hot summer. I'm starting to believe that. I'm starting to believe that global warming shenanigans nowadays. Man, this has been a brutal summer, dude. Brutal. Bad. It is hot as balls. Doug's working in this. Doug went from doing live streams, grifting, to this shit. Ooh, the summer. Ooh. Old Doug. Poor Doug. Doug is sleeping like a baby nowadays. I told you on line number 23 on that stream the other day, talking about he's going live on Kick. Oh, we have a quick picture of Doug. Let's have a quick analytical peek at Doug on his new career and Kick. On Kick. Let's have a peek at the stats. This was what happens when the getting's good over on YouTube. The getting's good. The fish are biting over on YouTube. But then all of a sudden, we have to take a switch to Kick. We got to take a switch to Kick. Now, it sounds good because the Kick platform says creators get 90% of the cut. 90% of the cut. The problem is, let's have a peek, shall we? 19 hours ago, the Summer Wells case on Kick, 36 views. Ooh, a 4-hour live stream, 4 hours, 36 views. Doug was utilizing Summer's name, every hashtag possible, 36 views. 2 days ago, a 3-hour live, or just under 3 hours, 2 hours and 38 minutes. He's got a 67 piece. 67 views. Summer Wells case, and he incorporated Ziggy's name in the title. This is why he got 67 on this one, because Ziggy also has a handle over there on Kick. Do you guys know she has a second channel called Empress Ziggy? And she's reading tarot cards and shit? Parody on the way. Airhead parody on the way. And then we got 4.5 hours, 3 days ago. Oh, well, who would have guessed it? The title also, here we have 3 in a row, Summer Wells. He threw Don's name in the title. He's got a whopping 80 views on this one. 80 views. Now, rumor has it, Doug better behave himself. Doug better behave himself is what they say. Because rumor has it, with the smash of a button, oh boy. That's all I'm saying. All right, y'all, I'm jumping off. Doug's tweaking on YouTube for 36 views. I'm trying to tell you, 36 views. He's doing big things over there on Kick. People, check him out. Kick. I'm jumping off, y'all. It's been fun. We got to learn about Benny's timeline, why he's acting like a maniac and manic, why he's lashing out, and what really happened. Zav girl barely dodging a 3rd-degree felony. Doug and his useless live streams on Kick. Subscribe on Kick. I'm out, y'all. It's been fun. I'm also tired. I love everybody on a parasocial type of way. And I'm signing off.